Hello iPad fans, this is Carl Brooks with IamTherefore iPad.com. I'm going to introduce my 10 favorite games for the iPad. The very first one is called Pong. It's a multiplayer game up to 4 players, and you have to keep this metal ball, steel ball in play by sliding your hand across the screen to deflect the ball back to your opponent. Very simple game, but because this is a multiplayer a device that everybody loves to put their hands on, you want to have something that will allow more than one player to use it. Okay? It's called Pong. Fun game. The next game is called Pinball HD. You have Wild Wild West and several other games, arcade games. There's King Kong, Big Kong, Wild Wild West, and The Deep. Classic pinball games that allow you to play pinball. The physics is great, the gameplay is great. You have 3 different boards to play, so can't go wrong. Cannot go wrong with Pinball HD. The next game is called Mirror's Edge. It's a third-person game by EA that you basically have this runner that's running through this environment, and your goal is to get them through as quickly as possible. And I'm not going to go through a full review, but obviously give you enough to understand the premise of the game. See the graphics, real good graphics, and you got this runner that is running through this environment, jumping over things, sliding under things. Of course, I didn't jump that very fast, but you get the idea. And I'm very terrible right now. Mirror's Edge. The next game is called Frogger Pad, and it is a remake of the old classic game where you got to maneuver this frog across the traffic without getting hit, across the water, and get him safely into his home up there. And once you do that, you got the next frog to maneuver. Very simple game, but very challenging at times. And there you go. And you just keep that up and see how many frogs you can save. Okay, Frogger. One of the old school games brought back for the iPad. Another all-time favorite is PacMan. Grew up with this game in the arcades. And I must say this is one of the best implementations of this game that I have ever seen. Very easy to maneuver with just a flick of your finger. You're able to move this guy throughout the maze. Now they have that little joystick over there, but you do not have to use that. You can control it by flicking your hand on any of the any place on the screen. So you can pick any spot, left hand or right handed, whatever works best for you. Pac-Man. The next game I want to introduce is called Asphalt 5 HD. It's a racing game, but what I like about it is it's not just a run around the track type of a race car game that you may have seen before. You're racing through the city, and you have the police chasing you. There's so many different elements of this game that just makes it incredible. Now, you know, they have career modes and things like that, but it's one of those games that you're going to pick up when you got a minute or two, 5 minutes, you know, at the doctor's office. You're not worried about finishing a whole career. You just want a quick game to kill some time, and Asphalt 5 is incredible for that. Graphics is great, the play is great, a lot of replay value. The next game I want to talk about is called Plants and Zombies. Very neat game. What I love best about it, you see here it says if you're not this person, tap here. You can have up to 4 profiles, and everybody in the family gets to play. And it's a very, very addictive game. The whole objective, you got Crazy Dave there, or Crazy Dan, whoever he is, and you have to plant your plants to keep these zombies from making it into your house and eating your brains. And so you get your series of tools. I'll just grab anything. Let's rock. And you start off by planting your flowers to generate sun, because all these plants need sun. And you start building up your arsenal to keep these zombies from eating your brains. Plants and Zombies is a must-have for the iPad. I almost forgot one of my favorite games, and originally was one of my favorites on the iPod Touch, and now is upgraded with great graphics for the iPad, and it's called Field Runners. And the whole object of the game is to keep these field runners from making it across your field. You have a series of towers that you implement so that you keep those guys from making it across. And it looks like we're going to get a couple guys to make it across here. But you see they're trying their best to keep these guys from making it out this door here. There's several boards. Oh, they got that one. Well, I think this one might make it. Willie, let's get them, boys. Get them. Let's get them. And he made it through. And now here comes the next wave. A very nice game for the iPad that I enjoy playing for those times when you have a few minutes to play. It's called Bruce Lee Dragon Warrior. And the gameplay is really, really nice and fluid. I'll do the arcade mode and we'll fight. They have elements of hand-drawn plus 3D rendered characters. See Bruce Lee there. And graphics great, sort of remnants of the Street Fighter days. And you have to have these controls. You move here, back and forth, and you punch or kick with these 2 virtual buttons here. Very good game. A lot of replay value. Bruce Lee Dragon Warrior. Get it for your iPad. Ooh, that's good. The final game that I want to share with you is Escape. It's free for a single player, but an in-play upgrade to a 2-player. You have versus and co-op mode. In the versus mode, you basically have to flick your finger to capture these dots and get more dots before your opponent. Now, I don't have another opponent right now, so I'm going to obviously win this one. And whoever gets the most dots, once you get to a point where you cannot move any further, you are stuck. So I'll get myself stuck here. And so there's nowhere else I can move. It has this bar. You see blue has not done anything. Pink is winning this. And so it's a great game for 2 players. Lots of fun. Highly recommend this game here called Escape. So that concludes my quick brief overview of my top 10 games for the iPad. That's Multi-Pong, Pinball HD, Mirror's Edge, Frogger, PacMan, Asphalt 5, Plants and Zombies, Field Runners, Dragon Warrior, and Escape. Get them for your iPad. You won't be disappointed. This is Carl Brooks with I Am Therefore iPad, your source for news, reviews, and how-to-dos. I'll see you on the web.